need to quickly do this. I've got a couple of things I need to quickly set up beforehand, guys. Bear with me. There we go. That's what I wanted. Right, sorted. Right, let's get into this straight off, shall we? Sorry about that, guys. Just had to post a couple of links to my Discord page. Well, not my Discord page, but to the Discord page and all that sort of stuff. So welcome, have fun, and we'll just get straight back into it, I guess. Ooh. So, as you guys know, this is obviously a decision-based game. We do get consequences and things from making certain decisions, killing certain people, and so on and so forth. Ugh. But again, with the really long-ass loading screens, it's great fun. Ugh. Okay, so I don't need to upgrade anything. I'm just going to quickly check and see if we need to make anything. Or if we can make anything, should I say. And that seems to be a no. Okay, let's go and see if we can treat a couple of people. I'll go from there. Right. Let's see, because we may have a couple of patients that are fatigued, perhaps. Oh, wait, I know an easier way to do this. What am I doing? Okay, so... Oh, we actually have everybody healthy there. What about you? You're fatigued. That would mean going to the docks. Okay, let's go see if we can find you down the docks. Oh, I think that's the gentleman in the pub. Okay, so we'll leave that for now, because everybody around us seems to be healthy. Let's just carry on with a bit of the quest line. Fun and joys of running everywhere. These are the times I miss games with fast travel. But it's fine, we will get there. Let's check, where have we actually got to go? Okay, so we're going into the heart of Whitechapel. Okay. And of course the status in Whitechapel is very dire, as you can tell. Right, straight into Okay, so I'm going to have to be careful. Oh, no! That one. Oh, yep. Flicker it. Okay, we'll take him out first, because it's the big guy that's going to give us most of the issues. Ooh! Oh! I did not want that to happen. So. Oh! Jesus! This guy's he's got a good melee weapon there, it seems. Oh, it's gonna kick my ass. Oh, this is not good. Shouldn't be fighting him, really. He is too whole. No! Damn. Okay, let's. Whew. Okay, we're not dead, so that's a good thing. Nearly died, but not. Oh, God. This is what I get for playing other games. And then getting out of sorts with this one, and then getting my ass handed to me. Works wonders, doesn't it, guys?
There's safer places to be than here.
Is there, mate? Good. another big guy. Okay, so we're gonna take this one carefully this time. And ooh, actually, I'm gonna pop. Oh, sugar. How do I change it to my gun? Ah, there we go. Okay, nope. Sorry. Ooh, would help if I targeted them before I shot. Okay, so the gun is not actually as effective as I would have liked. Definitely need to do up the gun. Yeah.
It's closed.
Worth playing with later, I think. And then it's just this big brawly gentleman to go. Let's try and get it with a bit more grace this time, she says. You just die already. Goodness me. There we go. Finally. Okay. Definitely need to find some bits to give us some more experience, I think. Did I collect everything from there? Yep. Great fun getting your hiney hands.
It's locked, all right.
Okay. Well, I would have guessed that that was a safe zone, but okay. Let us continue. You're not going to let us
I
through
cannot
there either.
enter.
Oh, fun and joys, hey guys. Okay, so is it this gate we go through? Ah, it's this one. That's why I couldn't find it. I was trying to go in the complete wrong place. Doing well for myself there. Oh, sorry about that.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
A large box of pills. Nice. Some more shotgun shells. They're always handy, I guess.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all!
Welcome, welcome.
Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
Oh dear.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Would they now? Okay. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so I need to talk to him first.
I won't end up.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Okay, so we need hints for all of those.
Goodbye,
right?
young man.
Let's go find that other gentleman. I'm gonna guess it's this gentleman.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of a street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Poor man.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
Okay, so I made a mistake before. But normally, if there's enough people watching and if you guys want to get involved, I will take your opinions on these 3 optioned answers. Obviously, to keep it going, if I don't get responses and things, I will just pick my own choices and stuff. But if anybody wants to put their personal opinion in, feel free.
What about those we left behind, face down in the mud? You want to change places with them? You cannot waste your chance at life this way.
It's not that simple. I wouldn't have expected you to understand. I don't even know why I spoke to you in the first place.
Ah, seems like a rather rude gentleman,
A
if you
gun,
ask me.
alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Okay, so I'm going to go back and talk to this boy here.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Okay. No, not that one. Not that one. I'm doing the wrong thing completely. Okay, so he's got fatigue and we've got some treatment for that.
Do you need
so...
assistance?
Please. Feeling tired these days.
There you go.
Excellent.
Let's hope nobody steals it from you.
Very funny.
Goodbye, young man.
So what that will have done
Piss stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
is that's made him healthy again, so we get more experience if we choose to feed from him. If anybody has an opinion on them, let me know.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
Let's see what she's got to trade.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Putting my dressing gown on, it's getting a little nippy. Okay, that can be recycled, so we'll keep that. I could do with buying a few of these, but as you can see, I don't really have a lot of money, so we'll have to come back.
Gangs are ruined.
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
I'm just gonna quickly... Okay, so... Is it gonna... Ah, wait. There we go, that's what I was waiting for.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Welcome to the stream, Ian.
I must
Hello?
talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius.
Okay,
By the church they just mentioned.
to quickly find the safe house so I can... Oh, where is it? I think the safe house is down here. I think. Yes, yes it is. Awesome. It's got to be my favourite bit about this game. These bloody loading screens. Oh, so entertaining. I do love this game though. Oh, and for anybody interested, I did a little research into it. This game is set in 1918 and is during the epidemic of the Spanish influenza. So a very troubling time. Awesome, we're in the safe house. Right. Oh, I did not mean to do that at all. Just casually shoot everything, apparently. Any other random shiny bits? Yeah. Gotta love those shiny bits. Ooh. Okay. So is there anything else worth having a nosy? Nope. Okay. Dead inside, if that isn't an understatement, I don't know what is. Oh, and to anybody who is actually interested, that is actually a little Walking Dead reference. To all the keep outs and the dead insides and all that sort of stuff. Oh, this thing is so sensitive. There we go. Let's see if we can upgrade anything. I don't actually know if we can, because they're on level 2. The next one for those are 600 points. Yeah. Those will be 1,000. I'm presuming the next only one really will be the bullets. Oh, actually, let me just check my medical bag. No, the medical bag's on 200. Okay. So, just to get us leveled up a bit, I will do that one. Basically, it just gives us more bullets. Okay, so it's just telling us the seriousness of the district. Okay, so from the looks of the fact that this is serious and we've not uncovered everybody, I'm going to guess that most people are ill or dying of some form. Okay, so bronchitis and the migraine will be wise for looking at next. Okay, so where is our little crafting table? And there it is. Okay, so that's for sepsis, pneumonia, cold, bronchitis. Okay. Okay, we don't have any of those. Recycle all these. Probably isn't going to help. Nope. Not in the slightest. It has given us some so we can do the anemia and things, which is good. So, next up is the way out. Should be this way. Oh, lovely. Oh, and they're stupidly leveled above me. How wonderful. Okay. Oh, damn my stamina. Get. There we go. Right, the dead sound good. Okay, I'm quite impressed with that one, guys. Because that could have gone horribly wrong. But it wouldn't have mattered too much because we'd have just ended up back in there. Oh, the joys. But yes, this game is very, very good. I do enjoy it. It's very challenging as well, if you like that kind of thing. And I mean, this is only on the normal difficulty as well, so this can get harder. Let's go. I do love that. Okay, so go talk to these people. Oh, why have I loaded it up this side? Why? Why did I do that? Okay, so...
Let's turn around and follow you.
Oh, you're not going to let me zip back up there either. Oh, no, you are. There we go. Okay, so Dum Dum here's just totally gone the wrong way. Wow. Why? Why me? Why did I make us go all the... Ugh. I'm doing well today. At least I haven't died yet. Now, if I jinx myself, I might cry a little later on, but I haven't died as of yet. As opposed to the last stream where I died 3 or 4 times. To everyone else's amusement. Right, let's go the right way this time, shall we, boys and girls? Guys and girls, ladies and gents. Anybody and everybody? Okay, so should have gone out of this door, not the other one. But yes, you'll notice throughout the time of this that the loading screens are ridiculously long, and I do have a bad tendency to comment on it every time it's loading. Right, really should not be doing that, I should be doing that. Sorted. Right, let's get a swig of my energy drink here. Oh, come on, loading screen, seriously. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so it seems I have to talk to it to get it to do what it's told. Sounds about right for technology. Okay. Right. Let us go the actual way we were meant to go. Look at that pretty blood. Okay. So let's go talk to these people.
Against malevolence and trickery.
Let's talk to the crazy guy.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition. What do you mean when you say that I am more
Also,
quite a...
But you...
So I've just skipped through that just so you guys can hear the other option.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of the decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning of the end.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Let's hear his plan, shall we?
Really? And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No.
What is left then?
Cleansing fire.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is your plan concerning the cleansing of this city?
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flames.
Okay, so this is one of those choices that I was telling you about. So, science is our only hope. With these for future, as I've tried to do, we'll do option 1, option 2, option 3. That way you guys don't have to write whatever it is. You can just say 1, 2 or 3 if you'd like to put your opinion across. In my opinion, this is the 20th century.
Fire is just the instinctive answer of a caveman facing something he does not understand. This is the 20th century.
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad and dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool?
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
I'll take a look at my life. Sorry. The song came into my head.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Right. So we need to find Clayton. I'm presuming that's going to be that gentleman there. But there is another lady over here.
So pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you?
Oh. Looks like she's hello. Loading while talking to a person. Well, that's a new one, if anything, for me for me there.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Okay, so she's fatigued, so before we leave, we will give her a fatigue potion.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Not surprised.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Well, we already can figure out what you do,
Tell me
love.
about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
That's a... that is a bit sad. I don't judge you. What do you guys think? 1, 2, or 3? So got 1, I don't judge you. 2, you should try and find another job. Or 3, that was your decision. What do you think? Give you about a minute. Anybody? Anyone? No? No?
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Okay. Why, I just went back
Goodbye,
on that. I
miss.
don't know.
Take care of yourself as best you can.
Okay, so let's go talk to this gentleman. I do like to talk to people so we can get an idea of what's going on. Ooh, I know what I forgot to do. Where's she gone? Ah, there she is.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
I am shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Okay, so being a doctor, whether you want to kill everybody off or keep everybody going, I do like to go around and heal people and things like that.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Okay, so just quickly finish what I was saying before that went on. Obviously, when you heal them, the healthier they are, the more XP they have. So if you do choose to eat them, you get all of that experience as opposed to that little snippet that you wouldn't get because they're ill.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
I think... I don't know, what do you guys think? Another quick choice? Personally, I sort of agree. It's a logical thought, you know. There's a war going on. Why would you want to panic more people with the with is it pandemic? Forgive me if I pronounce it wrong. But yeah, that's just me. Oh, he's also fatigued, but we don't have any more potions. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go with...
I served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
It's not a simple epidemic, I'd say. Obviously as well, guys, don't forget we are a newly born vampire as well, so I don't know. It's definitely not a simple epidemic. I apologise with my pronunciation on certain words. It's not a simple epidemic.
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
A nurse I know is compromised. I care about the public health.
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Clever man. Okay, it's just a chat now.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Okay, so we will attempt to remember to give him a fatigue potion when we have another one. That's a potion remedy. What's up here? Nothing. You brought me up here for... No, literally nothing. Okay. Well, that was pretty pointless. Guessing we can probably go up there at some point, maybe? I don't know. Darius Petruski's letter. My dearest, most beloved children, I am so sorry you have not heard from me in a few months. The situation has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country consumed by war. But there is also a war going on here in England. A war against poverty and injustice. This... Bleh. My apologies, I'm just trying to read ahead a couple of words. This is a war I intend to fight despite my advanced years. This is why I'm writing to you today. I won't be coming back to Romania. That probably means I won't see you again before I die. Don't be sad, my darlings. You are grown up now, and you have children of your own. You know the sacrifice we sometimes must accept to make the world a better place. This is one I must make now, to feel useful one more time. I wish you a long and happy life. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this cold, damp country. I am, as ever, your loving father, Darius.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Yes, it could. A small flower bouquet with a voucher for a free medical checkup hidden between the flowers.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Obviously, don't forget, guys. She is a mute.
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
Ah, so it's Petrescu.
Very well.
Okay.
Goodbye then.
Okay, so we're blatantly not going to get anything from her anyway. And she's healthy. Okay, so we need to get in there, but if I'm correct, yes. We're going to have to walk around. A lot of pain. But it's all good, we will get there. Please tell me this isn't a dead end. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I'm walking us into walls and dead ends and... No, I'm not falling for your trick again. So that was just a poster. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let us find this other gentleman. Is that a box? No, that's a bench. I'll try for a pub. Okay, so there's definitely a skull there. Oh, there's two. Ooh. Oh, there's three. Sod. Do you know what? Oh, no. Just quickly stab himself. Realised after I've done it, I stabbed myself with the wrong one. Oh well, I just have to avoid danger for a little bit. Should be okay now, I think, though. I do think. Okay. He's gonna be somewhere around here. I'm gonna guess this is him.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
Ooh. Throwing stuff everywhere.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Cacophonic, that's not a word that's very often used, is it? Okay. Quite a unique point of view. I mean, any ideas, guys, quickly? 1, 2 or 3, have a pick. I'm gonna go for 1 myself if no one picks. Anyone? Anybody? No? No, okay.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the situation, I must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Welcome, Flower.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the arid hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox. The stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious Camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Is that everything? I think we've asked everything. Yeah, okay.
I'll leave you alone, sir. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
How is everybody this evening? As I realised, stupidly, I did not ask. Too busy playing the game, that's what that is. Right. Need to get a bit more experience before we can do any levelling up. But hopefully now we can get in. Hopefully we'll be able to, well, at least get him to open the door. What else we got? Ooh. Let's talk to this gentleman.
Price, good quality. Come on, take a
Welcome,
look.
sir.
Don't be afraid.
Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Good, good. Good, Owl. And, let me guess, Flowey.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
You're
Nurse
tired.
Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Okay. I'm gonna say that she's just trying to help, I think. I don't know. Quick one. I can wait 2 more minutes. 1, 2, or 3. You guys know the drill. Feels like a... yeah, he is always tired. See, I'm gonna say she was just trying to help.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
That's what you get for knowing people after a certain length of time, you know?
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean, besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
No worries, Owl.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Okay, so
right,
let's have a quick nosy at
Show
the
me
trade.
what you have.
Right, we could do with lots of things, but unfortunately I don't have a lot, so instead of recycling these, I'm just going to sell all these so we can actually get some money. Because we could, oh, look at that, look how much money that's given me. Wow, okay. I know I definitely need some of that, so I'll grab 5 of those. And then, what was the other one we needed? I can't remember. I might have to run back and come back afterwards. Oh, I think it was codeine. Oh, hang on, how much have I got? Oh, I've not got a lot. Let's just buy the 2. That's all I can get for now. Right. And let us carry on. Where is the safe house from here? I always get so confused on this map. Okay. No, let's go do this first. And then we'll go see if we can craft any tonic-y, potion-y things.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Woo, and we are in. Awesome. It's given us a nice little chunk of XP, but again, I'm going to attempt to save that for another period. Let's see if is there anything we can actually. Ooh.
It's locked.
I'm gonna guess that maybe we get something to unlock things later, because there are quite a few locked things that can't get into just yet. We shall see. Anything else? Ooh, money. Money's always good. I do love the fact as well, we've just come into this guy's house and we're just like taking everything and just not saying a word. Fun and joys of NPCs.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Okay, let's go talk to Dorothy. Dorothea, as they call her. Quick nosy round here. Ooh. Maybe handy for when we come back. I'll also do that with this one while I remember. Always handy, I think. Right, let us find Dorothy. Where is she? Nope, she's upstairs. Okay. Ooh, shiny thing. Gotta love the shiny things. Kind of feel sorry for these people here, but... What on earth is that noise? Oh, how strange. Ooh, shiny things. Okay, so this next bit is a quick decision bit. I only know this because this is pretty much where I got to playing on the other on the Xbox version. So as of this carrying on,
what do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily, high fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
Bugger. That's no good. Welcome back.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Well, what would you suggest?
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
So it seems no matter what you do, unfortunately, the patient dies. I can just tell you that one for nothing, guys.
To what? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
Okay. You can't. I've come to stop the blackmail. I apologise, guys. I would normally get your opinion, but for this one, we have come for a reason, and we've come to stop this blackmail.
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
I'm sure he knows about the hunger. I don't know about you guys. And I decided to keep myself under control on that one, because I have a feeling that she probably wouldn't have left anyway. And vampire or no, patients come first.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
No, it's gotta stop.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Okay, guys, I will happily wait on this one for your decision. Do you want to spare her, charm her, or embrace her? Now, I will say this will have a massive effect on the local community, and I mean a huge effect. So, this is a decision that we can't take lightly. Now, we have just unlocked Charm her, and I think that if we do that, we will get the Mesmerize level up. But, I don't know, it's up to you guys. I think we'll just make her forget about it, personally. And then maybe come back and embrace her later. When we've got a bit further in. What do you think? Anybody? As I said, I'm content to give it a few minutes to wait on this one. Okay, so you want to embrace it. As I said, don't forget this does have a massive effect on things. So you're all up for embracing it. Alrighty then, guys.
Nurse Crane, there is no question that the work you've done here is extraordinary, but this dispensary is incapable of coping with the outbreak. It's only a question of days before the situation at hand will overwhelm us. I cannot allow it. It's my duty to put an end to this immediately.
I'm not ashamed. I did what was right. For in the end, I saved lives and you took them. But we had so much in common, Doctor. Don't you see that?
Okay, so I'll be honest. Wow, look at the experience on that. Okay, I will say this one now. Lady Ashbury might not be happy with this, because she did say she wanted to avoid the violence. Oh dear. Oh, we've got these guys in. Wonderful.
Stupid beast!
I'm not a stupid beast, says the one with his back to me.
You'll pay for that!
Ooh, no. You'll pay for that. Thank you very much. How dare he? Should have probably attempted that sneak kill thing, but I'm not used to it. Okay, right. Okay, so first things first, let's go get us some,
Die, vermin!
Woo! I'm surrounded. Let's embrace him. Oh, damn my stamina. There we go, sorted. Oh, it's all good. We've got. Yeah. Oh yeah. I suppose we did say we were going to do the kill 'em all run through, weren't we? Yeah. All right, Flower. I'll give you that one. I have left a few people, just for now, but I have a feeling that's going to have a big effect on the storyline. I wanted to go to the safe house first. Spend that lovely, lovely experience. And we'll also go out the door that I stupidly went out before, because that's the way we need to go. That was a lovely chunk of experience, that, I must admit. Once we've leveled up, it will tell us what's happened and what's caused it and how bad it's got and yada 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 yada. We will get there. Oh, seriously. I'm going to announce this game for its loading screens, I think. Oh, no, I do enjoy this game. It is a good game. And so we go. Okay, let's just see if we can craft any potions and stuff. Probably not, knowing my luck. Oh no, we can. Awesome. Okay, have that treatment yet. And I could have sworn we had the thing to analyse, but obviously not. Okay, let's just quickly see if we can upgrade anything. No, is the answer to that one. I did say about the gun though, didn't I? Let's have a look. Can we upgrade the gun? Oh, we can upgrade the gun. Let's upgrade the gun. Improved firepower or improved velocity? Let's go for the firepower. I don't think we can yet. No, we can't. Okay. So that's that one. And then let's quickly upgrade the abilities. So it's going to become a favourite, that loading screen, isn't it? Oh, I've not had this much choice before. Okay, so definitely do our health up. Give ourselves some more endurance. Never have too much stamina. Oh, upgrade this one. And I'll upgrade this one. Oh, I feel like a spoiled kid at Christmas right now. So we'll do that one. I'll do that one. And then I think I might do my claws up, you know. Oh, look at that. Yeah, okay. Oh, and that's given us a nice couple of levels up as well. Okay, so there we go. Fight against the rise of crime. Yet more proof of the violence and danger that lurks in London. A young nurse, Miss Dorothy Crane, was found dead yesterday morning behind the walls of what seemed to be an illegal dispensary, where the local sick sometimes would get medical support from unidentified activists. There was no doubt about the cause of Miss Crane's passing. The poor woman had died from blood loss, following what the police described as a massive wound to her throat. That macabre scene was but an epitome of the current situation in Whitechapel. Its inhabitants, criminals, bandits or madmen disguised as citizens of London. Interestingly, no hospital admitted to have employed the victim. The dispensary has immediately been closed off by the decision of the London City's Council Board of Health. As always, the soft and liberal minds already object that this closure of the local medical facility can only increase the mortality rate and put the locals' health at further risk. One cannot help but dread the time when these people's brutality will seep through the walls of the city itself. It is our role as civilized people to protect our families, our brethren, and of course ourselves. SLA. Okay, so we've made it critical because we've embraced them. Oh, I didn't make any potions for fatigue, I don't think, but we will make a couple of those because it seems that people do need them. Okay, let's make a few people healthy again, just to get the status up. Just because we've killed the head of it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so I know it's saying I've got two. I've got pneumonia, sepsis, anemia. I'll create a couple more of these because you can never have too many of the fatigue ones, I don't think. Okay, cure for that. Okay. So we'll go out this door and we'll just quickly run around and give a few people some potions, make them feel a bit better, and go from there. Oh, you could have a little nap in between this, couldn't you? So how are you guys enjoying the stream so far? If you are enjoying it, please give us a thumbs up, let me know. If you're not enjoying it, give us a thumbs down, tell me. Any feedback's good feedback to me. Oh, come off it, game. Now you're just being stupid. Come on, stop it. I get you're a big game, but still, come on. There we go. Oh, come on. You got me all excited. Oh, thank you. There we go. Bloody loading screen. See, I don't like the loading screen. It's evil. It's mean. Okay, let's try and find a few of these people. Okay.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the exact same question, Mr. Doctor. Now leave me alone.
How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu? Do you need my help?
I would not even accept fresh water from you, Doctor. I don't need your help.
Well, tough. You're having a medicine anyway.
Yes, you do. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
I said I don't want anything. But I'll keep this for those who really need it.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Okay, so that's one.
This elixir will give you faith again.
Let's have a look. I don't know if I have any potions for neuralgia.
Good evening,
I
Benjamin.
might do.
Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
Oh, okay, we've already spoke to him about everything, and we can't do the hints.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
Okay, no, we don't have that
I will
treatment
see you
yet.
later.
Okay.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Was that just in case he didn't remember the first time, was it? Why is it when you want to find people, there's never anyone around? Ooh, wait. Where am I going? Let's run back up here to the merchant, because there might be a couple of people up here that I've missed, because they do have a tendency to walk around. No, it's not you I want, it's the other one. Okay, so where have I got to go? So, up this way, I think. Let me just double check. Yes, okay. We will get there, guys. Anybody? Seriously, where is everybody? I know we haven't killed everyone off yet, but come on.
Step away, sir.
Away. I haven't got time for your games. Oh. Why me? Oh, you little...
There's one of them vermin!
What does it matter? You're all dead. Sorry about that. I get a little carried away at times. Okay, have I, like, gone the complete... I bloody have as well. Oh, me and going in... What? Seriously. I have a really bad habit of doing that. Okay, so which way should I have gone? It was obviously not that way. It's going to be this way, isn't it? Is it this way? Yeah. And then... this way? Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, there we go. It's alright. Just getting me bearings.
Barony in a game you pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort... Fancy buying something, sir?
No,
You never lose your focus, do you?
And I did not want to speak to you.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
It was your friend over here.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Not a very nice gentleman, is he? What's his mesmerised level? Oh, we need to be one higher.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
What do you mean, can I use him? We can't mesmerise him.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Can't eat him yet.
You again? What do you want this time?
To explain something to someone else. Okay, so to embrace them, to kill them, you have to mesmerise them. As you'll see in the top left-hand corner of the screen is the mesmerise section. Our level is only 2. We need to be we need to have a mesmerise level of 3 before we can embrace him.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
So he is not yet available for eating.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me, then? Okay, then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way. Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Why did he just stand like that? That's so strange. Okay, so I'm going to quickly do a once around the house for shiny things. Love going on the hunt for shiny things, and also to see if there's anybody else in the house. Because you never know.
It's locked, all right.
Yes, I figured it's locked. With the fact that I clicked on it and it came up saying locked. Right. Okay, so there's no one else in the house. Good for us, bad for the kid.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Yeah.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Okay, their set choice options are also called in-game as hints. You have to talk to certain people to unlock certain hints. For example, that one there is locked. We'd have to talk around to other people, or he will tell us something from a different conversation. But no, it doesn't always work like that, unfortunately.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Okay, so he's got anemia, so we'll give him a treatment of anemia shortly.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
You have a place to call home.
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Don't know about you guys, but I can agree with that one.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Oh, you shouldn't think like that, kid. Christ.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
For those who don't know, melancholia, it's depression.
Goodbye, young man.
Basically.
Take care of yourself.
Well.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Okay, so he's recovering. He's only worth 700 XP, but for your entertainment,
may I
guys.
ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Well, this. You wondered what could be worse, my boy? This. This could be worse.
Death is so cold. I hoped it would be more meaningful.
Right. Oh, and we got a new hint for Joe as well. Oh.
You again? What do you want this time?
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Good luck with that one.
Why is your relationship with your son so difficult?
Harry and I are so different. Sometimes I wonder if he's my own blood. Seems he's ashamed to be my son.
Why not change that then? If you used your strength to do good, perhaps Harry wouldn't feel that way about you.
How dare you tell me what I should or shouldn't do with my boy? Who the fuck are you to interfere like that?
You're too protective.
I don't doubt your motives. I'm certain you simply wish to provide for your family. But this desire might be the cause of your misery.
I don't think I like your attitude, sir. In fact, I'm starting to dislike your face so much, I might try to improve it, see?
I'd like to see you try, Colossus, Joe. In the meantime, are you sure I can't be of any help to your son? I am a doctor, remember?
Never. Harry's complicated. Fragile, you could say. Doesn't mingle with strangers. Now leave us alone.
Whoops.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Okay, so I am enjoying killing people, but I think what I'm going to do is get a few more hints and things and go from there, because there's obviously a lot more we probably could have unlocked there, but I couldn't help myself. I just thought I'd show you the wonderfulness of someone dying. Okay. I'm gonna quickly pop in here. Wait for the wonderful, wonderful loading screen to actually do something. Oh. I do like the music. I think the music that they chose to put with it works very well. Obviously I've turned it down because I don't want it overwhelming everything, and you obviously not being able to hear me and yada 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 yada. Oof. Status is critical, yes, because I keep killing everybody. Not to point out the obvious there. So I'm just gonna. No, okay, I can't, and I can't do that one. I don't even know why I'm looking at those. I can't upgrade things. I wanted to do this. What have we got? Ooh. Let's go for rage. Sounds pretty awesome. That's also given us a nice level up as well. Oops. Another person of the community is dead. Oh, it's almost hostile. Oh, and Joe's gone missing. So his son's died and he's gone missing. Oh dear. Okay, so I could have sworn a lot of people are getting sick. This is not good. Okay, but for now, let's just this one. Oh, more skull, lovely. Oh, level 14 this time. Hey! How dare you? You stupid skull. Okay. So let us continue. And go out the door that was meant to go through this time. Because I went through the other one last time. And that was rather stupid. But this time, we need to go this way. So, not as stupid. Oh, oh dear. But overall, as I said in the first stream, I really am enjoying this game. And I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I wasn't meant to stream as late as I am. I was actually meant to stream a little earlier, but things get in the way, you know. Oh, it's doing it again. Taking forever. And I swear it's doing this extra loading bit at the end, just to tease us that little bit more. Okay, so hopefully I've come the right way. Yes, I have. Awesome. Okay. So let us head back to the hospital. Yeah, it is good. It's very good. You can get this on either. I believe you could, I mean, don't quote me on it, but I know you can get it on the
Human blood.
Xbox.
Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Oh, let's have a quick nosy at this. Sorry. Got a little distracted there, but yes, this is on both consoles. I'm going to take a guess and say it's on PC as well. Let's leave that guy to shout in the back. Goodness me. Lots of skulls. Good job we don't have to go that way, hey? Okay, so this way.
Kill it, boy!
Oh, great. If I didn't have enough issues as it is. Let's set this rage on the go. Oh, now that was cool. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, little sob. Get out of it. Well, I know. Think you'll die first, mate. Ooh. Would help if I targeted the right person, wouldn't it, guys? Oh, what you can do now, huh? You are so much easier than the other guy. Oh, sod off. Get out of it. Stupid man. Look at my coat. Okay, seriously, what is going on with my coat? Like, everybody saw that, right? I think the leg's gone a bit weird with the back of the coat. Okay. Going the wrong way again! My god! What is it with me in the wrong direction? Seriously. Right, I'm just gonna check with the map. Okay, so I want to go in. Down there? Oh, I do apologise about this, guys. Okay, so that's odd. Why have I come in here? If I went this way. Personally, if I had the choice as well, I'd go for a PC over a console, just graphically wise and things like that. Some games tend to run a lot smoother and blah blah blah. And where's Lady Ashbury? Let's go find her.
I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Compassion only hides your appetite.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
Ooh, touchy.
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter. His cynical and perhaps ultimate expression.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed. Permanently. You will not be bothered anymore by the woman.
And who was this woman?
If you must know, she worked under my employ as Nurse Crane. But I'll wager that's not what will be written on her gravestone.
You killed her? Is that what you consider discretion and diplomacy, Dr. Reed?
I did what I thought was best, and acted accordingly.
You will learn that trust is a rare and precious commodity in the Immortals world, my young doctor. And your actions have not induced me to offer you my support.
Bugger.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
Now this I do love.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
I found with a lot of this as well, it goes to very traditional senses of vampirism and things, which I do adore.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Go.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires, but all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but... are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a Scowl?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
Very, very, very early Blade, perhaps.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
I do. I do. I do.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Yeah, I'll give her that, they do. Emails?
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Yeah, I know you're on about scars. I do apologise. That was a fantastic typo, what she said about the emails. It's like, what? What emails? What? Didn't know she was on about emails. But yes, very good. No, yeah, I do agree. It's, yeah, I can see that.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Ah, yes. Yes, I know what
Are there
you're on
many
about.
vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Interesting.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Okay, so off to the office. First of all, actually, let's just have a quick chat with our good friend Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Let's do a bit of trading.
I'd like to see your goods. Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Yes, because you do sell the handy bits for the... Okay, I'm going to sell that because the chances of me using it are very small. I'm happy... Oh, no. I don't know, actually. Let's see. Yeah, there are a lot of vampire-themed things throughout this. I do, as I say, I do really enjoy it. I'm going to sell my shotgun ammo because I never use it. Okay, so I'll be taking that one, and that one. Don't need those, I don't think. Only ever stocks one at a time. Really annoying. Let's help a few
I'm
people
quite
around
busy
the
right
hospital.
now, Dr. Reed.
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Oh. Sometimes that doctor annoys me. Oh, why? See, definitely need a lot of... I need to find the headache medicine thing as well. Okay, let's go analyze this blood quickly. And also see about making a few more fatigue potions, because it looks like we're going to need them. Headache, fatigue... Ooh, is that another fatigue? Yeah. Goodness me. You'd think no one sleeps around here. Oh, this thing is so sensitive. There we go. So hoping it'd give us the one for headaches. But apparently not. Okay, yeah, that's not getting any higher. No, I definitely prefer this one. Ah! Still can't do enough about this one. Oh, come on. Bully of a game.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Yes, we should. Ooh, chapter 3. Nice. Okay, so... I'm gonna do this. Because it will also... save the progress for us as well. What have we got? Abyss. You create a shadow vortex at your target's feet, coming to life. The shadow interrupts an enemy's area and inflicts tremendous damage. Ooh. And that's a ranged attack as well. Ooh. Let's have a play with this. This looks like it could be fun. The following night. Ooh. Goodness me. You leave the place for a little bit and everybody gets sick. Wow. Fatigue, headache, cold. Okay. Definitely need to create some fatigue potions. Like, no doubt about it. Okay. I've got 3 for the cold. Haven't got enough for that. Haven't got enough for that. Okay, right. Let's go quickly give some people some potions and things. Then we will go and talk to Dr. Swansea. Yeah, who is impeccably in good health. Sorry, Dr. Tippets, I don't have one for headaches yet. I'm going to have to stay in this view for a little bit just so I can find people.
Good evening.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my watch, nurse. Take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay. Right, what else we got? I don't know if I've got one for
Good evening,
anemia.
Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Not yet, I'm afraid. Oh,
Is
I do
there
have a
anything
treatment.
else that's
Brilliant.
bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Jesus.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me...
Right. You're actually healthy.
I'm alright.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No. I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye,
Yeah,
Mrs.
well.
Goswick.
I would say beggars can't be choosers, but unfortunately she has money in her pocket, so she can. Now, there's other people hiding around. Oh yes, I do. Lots of people with fatigue. But making everybody healthy again will help us.
It's locked.
At least keep everybody
Good evening,
healthy
Dr. Reed.
at the hospital.
Such a pleasure to see you again.
Maybe kill everybody else.
Do you
need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company. Even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
I actually like him.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
I do. I actually like him. What else we got? Okay, I'm just gonna do the quicker way and go this way. What we got? Got headache, anemia, headache. Why does everyone have a headache? Anemia. See, I don't think I've got many treatments for anemia. I think I only had that one. But seriously, why does everyone have to have a headache when I don't have the thing for a headache? I was about to say, I know Milton's out here. See, headache. I can't help with a headache.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Damn damn no I don't.
Goodbye, Milton.
And you won't have the componenty bits that I need to make another one. God damn.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical assistance, Nurse?
I will be fine. As soon as I can get some sleep.
Well, as you can't, have some medicine.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay, so as for the killing everybody, I would like to attempt to keep the hospital at a relatively healthy level, because I have a feeling killing everyone will also bugger up with me prices in the shops and things. So it would be nice to have at least one district for now that I can buy nice things in the shop. But obviously that isn't a major issue because we have 4 districts to play with, so it's all good. But the hospital district I would like to keep healthy if preferable.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
Okay, so with this is all new to me now, so you guys are experiencing this with me for the first time. I analysed the blood.
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes, why not?
Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I do not want to become some sick fucking... yeah.
And why not? What did Stoker say about the children of the night?
Sod it, why
Well, using
not?
my blood, I could create a whole army of vampires.
Surely you're joking.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
Oh, if only you knew. Dr. Swansea, if only you knew. But I'm presuming we now go and visit our sister in the cemetery. Now let me have a quick nosy, because one of these... No, I don't want that. Would you stop? Oh, this blooming thing. Right, there we go. Okay, so we've got that merchant there and that merchant there. I'm going to presume that one there is Milton. So we will go this way. Yes? Yes.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
I hope that might help.
Ooh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, why does it want me to go all the way over there? Oh, let's keep it over here so we can... Because I'm guessing it's going to want me to go to a window. Yes. I thought so. There we go.
You don't mind if I search your pockets, do you, sir? You won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir, and I thank you for your generous donation.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Naughty, naughty. Okay, well. That's very naughty, but I do still need him for shop purposes. Yes, it seems that way. Naughty, naughty doctor.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Okay, so I want to trade with him
Please
first.
show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
And then we will question him on his actions. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that because I'm not going to use it. I'm going to sell these just because I can. Oh, wrong button. And I'm really going to use Clay's hatchet. Don't know, we'll keep hold of it just in case. Oh, I could so do with some of all of these, really. Oh. Oh, no, we were going to talk to him.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Perhaps. Perhaps, we will see.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These people are dead, sir. What they possessed could be useful for the living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
Should we inform Dr. Swansea? Yeah.
Whatever your motives, you're making money by stealing from the dead. Dr. Swansea should be informed.
No offense, sir, but Dr. Swansea is one of my customers. As I told you, I like to help people, and everybody needs help from time to time.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
I question your motives. Okay. So, is there actually anybody else left to heal that hasn't got a bloody headache? Ah, yes. He is near the entrance of the hospital. No, wrong room.
You always knew the words to calm the children.
Get out of my way. La 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 la. Where have you gone? Here you are. Oh, I don't have any potions for anemia.
Disgust.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
No, I don't.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
God damn it. Okay. We'll have to come back.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Nah. If it was going to give me a hint on a fellow person, it would have done. It would have told me. Hang on, just to double check. Dr. Edgar Swansea. No, all his hints are still locked. So that unfortunately will have done nothing. Now, which way I've got to go? Turn around and go this way. I guess we're off to see the sister. Okay, and just to fill you in, Owl, with the whole sister thing, you actually, when you become a newly transformed vampire, she looks for you and you end up killing her through just pure bloodlust. Sod. Ooh. Sod. Ooh. Okay, right. Would you bog up with your stupid sword? Ooh. Didn't dodge in time. Bugger. There we go. Sorted. I mean, yeah, if you've got a free like 3.5 hours, feel free to have a nosy at the first stream and it'll fill you in with all the story if you're genuinely intrigued by it. I just let's see if we can do this sneak kill. Hang on. No, but we can stun him, which is still helpful. Oh, he is very high level there. Let's get some hacks in on the go. Yes. Oh, yay, I got him. But yeah, if you are intrigued by this story and would like to know more about it, like, yeah, feel free to catch the first video. It's a very good story, if you ask me. I'm really, really enjoying it. Okay.
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
And I do not blame you. Let's save this poor lady from these horrible, horrible things. Oh, that is just awesome. That really is. That is an awesome, awesome ability. I really like that.
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
Okay, so we couldn't do anything at all there.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, why is everything locked?
Carnage. Is Father Whitaker's disciple among the bodies, I wonder?
My God.
This man's far too old to be Samuel.
Let's have a look. Okay,
No. By the look of his clothes, this man's a docker. Samuel isn't here. I had better follow the blood trail.
I know we're meant to be visiting the sister's grave, but this is intriguing. Let's go follow this blood trail. Okay, guys, we'll do this one now. What's the betting he's a vampire? What do you think? Oh. Oh. Oh, lots of skull.
As I feared. Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
get this on. Let's get this done. And watch me. Oh, what the hell are you? You're. Let's. Oh, it's Samuel. Oh, okay. Let's. One more. Bad times for Samuel, guys. Okay, maybe not a vampire, but definitely a skull. Poor, poor man. I'll be honest, I will admit, I kind of saw it coming. But, God, there's skull everywhere. Oh, just smashed a load of gravestones, whoopsie. What on earth? I don't like your eyes. And that's why I didn't like you. I knew there was a reason. Oh God, they're everywhere. Oh, ain't no rest for the wicked, I suppose. Ah, I could have stunned him, never mind. One down. Ooh. Get out of it. I must remember to watch my stamina. Oh, smashed him through the gravestone. Nice. Ooh, you. Get off, yes. Yeah. Do you know what? I was that shocked by that I couldn't even get an insult out there. Just get out your flabber glabber. Maybe. Could also be the fact that it is just a giant graveyard. Perhaps. Oh, why is there so many of them? Go away. Stupid skull thing. To be fair, there has been quite a lot of talking and not a lot of action, so I have been wondering where the action's going to be. Oh, why do I have to pick a fight with the tough ones? Ooh, get off me, you son of a gun! Stab myself? Just die already. Oh, you. That's what I think to you. Okay, so where am I actually going? Because I have a feeling I'm going in the complete wrong direction. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with exploring, I don't think. Ooh, I saw something shiny. Near lie the remains of Clay Cox. Obviously, as you guys should remember, if you watched the first stream, Clay Cox was the gentleman we was the very first gentleman we embraced. Oh, you can just hear him, can't you? Taunting me.
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
Well, obviously.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place.
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
I'm learning. Every night is a new lesson. What I am, what I must do to survive. But my sister, she shouldn't have suffered because of my weakness.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Very interesting. I must admit, I do like Lady Aspirin. I think she's a very nice vampire. I think from now on I'm going to listen to what she says. Yes, it is. It's a very heart-thumping, makes you go, oh. Would you just die already? Goodness me. Okay. Definitely be going to Milton after this to get some well-needed upgrades, I think. Stab myself in the neck again.
And off to church he goes.
A newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
There's one of them burning.
Oh, and you're a big guy as well. How lovely. Ooh.
Go on back to the shadows.
Ah, no! 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 You can stick that where the sun don't shine.
Man stunned me with his,
No.
his crucifix. This is not good news.
No pun intended there, guys.
Over there! There's one of them burning.
Oh, go away. I don't even know where you are. Oh, okay. You're there. Come here so I can stab you with my stabby sword. I do like this sword. Have I gone in the right way? No, I haven't. God damn. The one time I actually need to go up to the doors. And I tried to go in the garden.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
I wonder why he can't cross the threshold. This is a personal matter.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
It's private, sorry mate.
I've made myself perfectly clear. This is a private matter.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
Sod it.
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
I see.
She was murdered.
Okay.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible.
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse. My dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
There. I confessed to that vicar. Do I feel better? Only time will tell.
Ah, Mr. Darby.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risks.
Thank you, sir.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Without a proper investigation, her death will go unpunished. Another Whitechapel tragedy. One that people need to hear about.
Got anything else? No.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Okie dokie. Oh, and we've got to go all the way back to the hospital. God, it likes making us wander around, doesn't it? No. There we go. Oh, awesome. The quick way through. Oh, Silicone.
Stay back! This one of them! Christ!
Ah! How dare you!
The beast
You've sucked me of all me bloody energy and sodding. Get. This is not going well. Quick, stab myself in the neck. Oh. Goodness me, he's gonna kick my ass, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have my ass handed to me. Oh, that was close. Okay, you can keep your stupid. No, go away. Oh, I can bite him. Quick, bite him. He's dead. No. Come on. Oh, thank God. Whew, I am not liking these big guys. Ha, but I did not die. I'm quite shockingly and impressed by myself. I survived. I will be honest, that was bloody close. Oh. Whew. Good. Alright, let us get back to this. Oh, seriously, why? Run everywhere. 700 enemies.
Over there! There's one of them. Looks like an
Oh no, another big guy. No! And it seems you. Oh, he robs all your stamina.
Filthy murdering bastard!
Get out of it, you stupid. Get you. Shove you in the. Yeah. Dead now, ain't you? Oh yeah, super boom. Look at that. And there was me waiting for some really funky explosion. No, just psst. That was slightly disappointing, if you ask me. Oh, go away, you stupid skull.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
Ooh. Hello.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
So what now? Why choose me?
You selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
This is very strange.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Oh no, I liked her.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Bugger it.
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCallum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Okay.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
So, let us have a little nosy at one or two of the abilities. Oh, I won't be able to do that up yet, unfortunately. Suppose I could do this one up. Oh, I can literally do it up as well. Okay. It's a very handy ability to have. Okay, confirm that. And then, boys and girls, I'm going to... ooh, lots of things changing. Ooh, this is not good. Oh, fatigue again, come on. Okay, the headaches I can't do anything about. I need to make some treatments for anemia. Ooh. But I've only had 2 people. I've had more people in the other district. Oh, they've gone hostile there now. Oh dear. I'm wondering where that is. Right. Well. On that note, boys and girls, I'm going to call it a night for my stream. Thank you very much for watching. A pleasure, as always. And yeah, I will... Well, you guys will get the notification if you like that little bell. It'll tell you when I'm next streaming. So yes, thank you very much, guys. Fun as always. Ooh. And yes, I will see you guys very soon. Goodbye and good night.